ruler.
Salt.
Your lands, your possessions, your very lives will gladly be given in tribute to me.
What's up, guys? We're gonna check out the new Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers, and I honestly, once I saw this game trailer at the what's it, the award show, the game that Jeff Keighley hosts every year. Anyways, that's when I first saw this game at I think it's called the Game Awards that he hosts yearly, and I saw this and as soon as I saw it, I was like, man, dude, that looks like a really good Sonic game, and it reminded me of the old Sonic. It reminded me of Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, but more specifically I can't remember what it was called. It was the Sonic game that they had on Xbox 360, and then after they had the Sonic version of that game, they came out with a really similar version where it was just you played as Shadow the Hedgehog. They were both 3D open world games. I think it was called Sonic Unleashed. It was either Sonic Unleashed. I think it was Sonic Unleashed and then Shadow Unleashed. I can't remember, but it was on Xbox 360, and they were open world. It was more open world than Sonic Adventure was, but it got me craving to go back and try and play that, but I couldn't find it in the PS Store, and I thought maybe they'd be a part of the PS Plus game catalog that comes with the PS Plus subscription, but it wasn't, so oh well. But anyways, let's jump into this preview. This game looks really cool.
Back in May, when I played Sonic Frontiers for my first preview, I came away with an overall positive first impression, but also a feeling that there was still a good bit of work to be done.
Look how cool that looks.
The game felt buggy, the performance didn't feel optimized, and there was a ton of distracting pop-in of objects and obstacles floating around in the sky. Here we are 5 months later, and I got a chance to go hands-on again with a PC build of Sonic Frontiers, this time for a full 6 hours to check out the first 3 islands in their entirety. And while a lot of those same issues I experienced the first time I played are still present,
it's
the
like an open world
and a handful of minor bugs, it is clear that a lot of work has gone into tightening up Sonic Frontiers' performance and polishing its visuals. Let me be clear, it is still an uneven experience, both visually and mechanically, but when my time was up and all I thought about was the disappointment of not being able to play more, that seemed like a good sign that Sonic Frontiers is in a pretty healthy spot heading into its imminent November 8th release. The big thing I got to experience this time around versus my first play session was the full sense of progression through each island. I've talked previously about how you need to collect portal keys to open up cyberspace levels, beat cyberspace levels to get vault keys, and use vault keys to unlock Chaos Emeralds, but there's another important element to the game flow as well: memory tokens. Each of the 3 islands was home to one of Sonic's friends who were trapped in cyberspace, and in order to try and free them, I needed to collect a ton of memory tokens. Typically, these are rewards for exploration in the open world, and they're the main reason you'll be looking out for springs, ramps, grind rails, speed boosters, and all other manner of gadgets that send you zooming through the world. Collecting and delivering these memory tokens back to your friend is one of the ways you'll progress Sonic Frontiers' story forward. Every time I made a delivery, I was rewarded with a cutscene between Sonic and his trapped friend that would shed a little bit of light on the mysterious Starfall Islands and the cute little native rock people known as Korons that inhabit it. There is a compelling mystery that serves as the heart of Sonic Frontiers' story, and I found myself very interested in seeing how it all unfolds, and even more interested in the dynamics between Sonic and each of his friends, which really takes center stage during these cutscenes. Each island has a story to tell, with each of Sonic's friends being a key player in how that story unfolds. I managed to clear the first island in my first 3 hours or so of playtime, and after a very cool boss battle that I can't and wouldn't want to spoil for you, I found myself on Ares Island, a desert-themed island that housed all new enemies, mini-bosses, cyberspace levels, and memory tokens. Here, I had to repeat the hunt for the Chaos Emeralds again. In that way, Sonic Frontiers is very formulaic, but the 3 islands I've explored so far were so different that I was happy to repeat the dance each time. The one weak point in this whole formula are the Guardian mini-boss battles, which are required in order to obtain the portal keys that unlock the cyberspace levels. These fights are typically grand in their spectacle, but are rarely actually fun to play. And worse, they're repeated multiple times throughout the island without any
It
variation.
just seems like a common thing with these
There are a few
IGN
exceptions,
preview
like a
people.
fight
They
against
never
a sumo
seem
guardian that encloses you
enthusiastic
in a
about the
cage
game.
and requires you to
Like,
bounce off the
they always
fences
seem
in order
like
to bump the boss into
they
the
just
electrified
don't like
portion.
it up front.
The more you bounce, the more force you're able to bump the boss with, and trying to find the right angle to bounce a bunch of times before hitting the boss was a lot of fun. And then there are the cyberspace levels, which, like the Guardian mini-bosses, varied in their quality, but were all fun nevertheless. Each is a bite-sized
They
traditional
were all
Sonic
fun
level that
nevertheless,
comes with
but
3
I sound
sub-challenges to
super
complete, in
unenthusiastic.
addition to just
This
beating
is
the
the
stage.
same dude. This is the same dude that did the Arkham Knights, not the Arkham Knight, the Gotham Knights preview. The Gotham Knights preview we did a week or two ago. This is the same dude. I recognize the voice.
Time limit,
He didn't
beat
sound
the level with a certain
enthusiastic
number of
about
coins,
Gotham
and find
Knights
all
either.
5 red coins. Even though these stages are very short, even by Sonic standards, I found that the short length of each one actually lent itself well to how replayable they were. I would retry some of them for 10 or 15 minutes,
Dude, you get
trying to find the optimum
You get to
path that would get me to the
preview
exit in
and
time for the
review
S-rank clear,
games for a
or
living,
trying to
dude.
find that
Be
last
more,
red coin,
be more
or simply to try and
enthusiastic.
see
Be
all
more
the different
excited.
paths that level offered. From a level design perspective, the variety on display in the many different cyberspace levels that I played was pretty impressive. Some would be very straightforward, grounded boost levels, focused on speed and reactions, while others would be very grind rail heavy, and still others would shift the perspective
grind rails
to 2D
remind me of
and be a
Ratchet
little
and
more
Clank.
deliberate with their platforming challenges. Hands down, the best cyberspace stage that I played was one that broke the tradition of being a short
Now
bite-sized
I'm
level
playing Ratchet
and
and
was
Clank
stretched
all
out
for
to about
one,
2
and
or
it's
3 minutes
crazy
in
fun.
length
It's
and had a
crazy fun.
bunch of hidden
Been playing it
shortcuts
off
off the
stream.
beaten path that were a ton of fun to discover. As varied as the level design is though, the one disappointment about cyberspace is that the visual theme around them, based on my 6 hours of playtime, always falls into one of just a few categories. Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, Sky Temple, or the new Cyberspace Highway theme, and that's about it. Still, the music and the speed made them a consistent highlight of my playtime.
They
The bulk
nailed
of the
the
time
speed
spent playing
feeling,
Sonic
it looks
Frontiers
like.
was spent running fast through the various open zones, and while it is a big departure from what Sonic fans may be used to from the series, I have to say that I'm officially fully on board with it. In a weird way, I kind of liken it to a Tony Hawk game. It's that same feeling of chaining a revert to a manual, linking that to a grind, taking that grind over a gap, acing a special trick or two, and then sticking the landing. Sonic Frontiers has that same type of feeling
the
of doing a
health
bunch of
bars
cool
they added
things,
on these
one
enemies.
after the other, and linking them all together without breaking the flow. And when the flow does get broken, it feels pretty bad, but the more you play and the better you become at the game, the longer you're able to go without breaking that flow, leading to a really great feeling not just of power progression through the game mechanics, but also from your own skill. It's also worth mentioning that in the beginning of the game, Sonic does feel a bit slow in comparison to other games in the series. However, his speed can be leveled up all the way to level 99. The highest I got to was level 10, and considering he already felt pretty fast even at just that relatively low level, I can't
that's
imagine
cool.
how fast he'll be at max level. Stay tuned for our full Sonic Frontiers review closer to launch,
So
and
he
if you
got
want
to
to see what I
1/10 of the
previously said
speed,
about
so
Sonic
you can get
Frontiers,
10
check out
times
my previous
faster.
preview. Also, be sure to check out this look at gameplay from Chaos Island. And for everything else, keep it here on IGN.
I mean, the thing about it is though, like, even with these modern consoles and modern GPUs, you can never escape pop-in. Pop-in is just like a thing that, like, even on the best hardware, like if he's gonna go zoom, well, I think PS5 solved pop-in with the solid state drives. I think solid state hard drives can solve pop-in, but I think the game has to be designed with solid state drives in mind. But I don't know. I'm just talking about my ass. I don't really know about that stuff. Anyways, it looks good. It looks fun. But like I said, I'm really frugal. I'm really frivolous. I'm not frivolous. That's the opposite of frugal. I'm really frugal. I'm not frivolous, is what I meant to say. So I'm the type of person, I just like, okay, I got such a huge backlog already, just from the games I've purchased in the past, the games I've added to my library that are offered for free every month. You know how every month on whether it's PS Plus or Xbox Live, you're offered 2 games for free, right? And as long as you go to them, even if you're not interested in playing them that month, and you add them to your library while they're available, then you'll always have access to them as long as you're subscribed to PS Plus or Xbox Live, right? And if you have PS Plus Premium or Xbox Game Pass, then on top of that, you have a huge library of games that you'll just never run out of. Some of them new games, offered the same day it comes out. It's like, so you got the backlog of games that you've already played, the games that the backlog of games you purchased in the past that maybe you still haven't finished, backlog of games you purchased in the past that maybe you're replaying or want to replay, all the games that you've accumulated over the months of adding them from PS Plus, and then the huge library of games that you'll just never run out of. I don't see the point in purchasing games anymore. That's just me. So that's just me. Like, so just subscribe to a service, bam, and never buy a game again. And just be super frugal and save money. And we are entering a depression. I know they're saying, oh, we're not in the recession yet. No, we're not in the recession. It'll be, so basically what it is, when it's actually a depression, that's 6 months from now, they're going to say, oh, okay, the recession is here now. The recession is here. No, the recession was here. It's been here, like, for over a year. The recession's been here. They're still pretending like it's not a recession. So in 6 months, when they finally admit it's a recession, when it's actually in fact a depression, then they'll admit it. So I'm just saying, people, be frugal. I'm going to end my rant here. I appreciate you guys for watching this video and this preview. Please subscribe and like and all that. It helps me out. And please follow me on Twitch. And I appreciate you guys for watching this full video and rant and everything. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.